Hey guys, it's Justin from Simplify Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great extended weekend. This is our weekly watch list video highlighting a few stocks we are watching, as well as the key market breakdown. Enjoy. All right, so getting things started here, we got a nice rally here on SPY within the past week. You get this big up move on 1.8. 3-bar setup here going from 1.9 into 1.10. Then we got a really hot CPI print that caused this sell-off here, holding up, closing right into strength. And then we got a pretty soft numbers actually from the PPI data on Friday. Pretty low volume, honestly, not much moving on Friday heading into the holiday weekend. Quick reminder, the market is closed on Monday, so keep that in mind. But what I see here is a nice higher low here. We wicked out over this prior day high. Let's go into the 5-day, 5-minute, and let me show you. So we wicked out. We did not test these pre-market highs. We came up and rejected this exact pre-market data rejection point right here. Very, very strong selling pressure here from, I would say, like 478.40 up into 478.60. Keep that level on watch here in the coming week. A very strong reject spot here. Now, what happened here after we made that move in that initial morning move, really, this is just choppy grind. That's extremely hard to catch in either direction. One thing to note, come back, we fail this trend line here of, let's go into the hourly here, or even the 30-minute works. Test, then this is a glitch out here. Test, test, retest, fail, failure here, and then that is going to be key going forward. I am eyeing that reject spot here into that 478.60 zone for that potential move where we do get that rejection. So keep that on watch here. Going into the weekly chart, this is a strong weekly chart. We get this failed breakdown, looks very bearish. What happens? We form a bullish engulfing bar. If this is truly strong, this should not draw down much. It should hold above this close around 476.64 for that continuation. Actually, 476.68 was the closing print on Friday. Holds that. I do think we have room up into those 52-week highs. Any inside bar or selling pressure, room down into that 472.89 region overhead. And let me minimize this too for you guys. There we go. All right, let's go in and let's break down some plays. AMD, going to be the first one here. We get a very similar failed breakdown into a reclaim higher here on this. But really what I liked from the daily structure here is going to be these multiple wicks on these lows. So low, low, low here, eyeing that first daily candle bar to make a new high. So if, let's say it comes into Tuesday, eyeing this over this 148.70 area, I do think we have room up into 152, which comes from that 3-year level, but we can even go out in the weekly, reject, reject, and reject before we made this big move lower and then pushed higher. So watching that over that, watching the first daily candle to make a new high, to take this long, targeting 152.12 overhead. Nice uptrending structure here. You can count this low right here, this low, and then this low. Nice reclaim and follow through here. Setting up for a little bit of a cup and then a shorter term flag pattern here. Watching that breakout if we do go into the hourly. You can see where we're trading at here just off of this flag from the prior day. Pre-market high, fails, retest, fail. Watching that, again, that first daily candle to make a new high. The second setup, also another move that I am eyeing here, is going to be this retest on Google. 144.15 is a key level, and it's a retest of this prior area. But if we go out into the 3-year chart here, that's where this level comes from. Multiple rejects before we get a really, really big movement off of this candle right here, or these two candles, and a push to the downside. So we attempted to break over here, and this is a volatile day on the S&P 500. But then we get this retest in this inside bar here, setting up for the long move on a hold of 144.15 to take, targeting those prior highs around 146.64. So any strength over this candle high, targeting these prior highs here. A failed setup if it breaks below this low and then tests down lower, where I do think we can see that move down into that 143 zone. The third one, another mega cap on watch. This one's looking pretty nice, and we're trading at all-time highs. And when you're trading at all-time highs, a lot of times you test natural liquidity levels. And in this case, it's going to be that 400 area. Again, we're getting super, super close to 400. Watching that here, eyeing to take this long over 388.50 for a move into 390, and then targeting that 400 region overhead at all-time highs, so we do not have any previous support and resistance levels. And one I just want to cover really quick to the downside, going to be coin. This one is very, very weak. It was a sell the news event, which a lot of people were saying. Surprised to see it sell off this hard, but trading what price gives us. I'm watching it below this retest at 130. If we do get any trending weakness below 130, there's not much here until like 120 and then into 114.35. So any selling pressure, any trending downtrend below 130, eyeing that short into that 114.35 region below. And let's see, I wanted to touch on /ES really quick too before we wrap this up. We can see we're in a pretty choppy base here, but what I really want to note is this wedge that we're forming on the hourly, where we get this nice uptrend. So we're in a short-term uptrend, but we're continuing to reject this lower highs up here. So the high here, connecting this trend line, fail, fail, and then fail. So watching a breakout of this wedge, you can see this rising wedge here, descending trend line here, 48.0356 being a key support on watch below. Again, hope you guys are all having a great extended weekend. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you.